only time I was sharing with you how I entered ministry by just walking into the midst of a conversation. I finished service. I went to camp to go and thank God for my POP. That was November 4, Friday, 2016. And after the Holy Ghost night, God said to me, He said, go to the altar. I said, what am I going to do there? I've not been there before. But I was foolish enough to obey. And I went to the altar. I saw two pastors talking. Pastor Lane Yebola, the chairman of Abeokuta local government now, and Pastor Tuju Adebojo is in UK now. Two of them were talking. They were discussing. I said, hey, Daniel, congratulations on your POP. I said, yes, sir. He said, sorry. Pastor Tuju said, sorry. That program in the code, me, I can't come, but Daniel can come. Pastor said, I know Daniel can come, but it's not for young people like Daniel. But he said, but Daniel, come for the program. I said, yes, sir. I said, where I say go there? I said, I don't know a go there. I served in Lagos. I came to Lagos from bus time 2015 for service. So the only place I know is U-turn, where I'm living. I believe about U-turn. Agege, Ikeja, Redemption Camp. I don't know any other place. I said, okay, where is the code? He said, don't worry, there's a free bus going to a code there. I said, no, thank God. The dress code is white. I said, I don't have white, I have blue. He said, wear what you have. I was already planning to return back to Ondo. That since I know God has called me, I will start from my Apatakwiti church. And from there, maybe they will transfer me to Itaonio. From there, I will just be doing it and doing it till God finally help me. And they said, come to a court. And that night, while I was worshiping God, that's why don't sleep all night. You will miss information. Those who sleep every night, all night, they only get minutes of the meeting. They were never in the meeting. God will summon you at night to worship for you to download certain things. But the next day, you will hear it in the sermon because you slept off. But that night, I was worshiping God. And God said, in that program tomorrow, you are the one that will preach. I said, me. Come back. Go there. Lagos, go there. Me, preach. I say, but I was foolish enough to prepare a sermon. In those days, my hobby is preparing sermons. So anytime I see a topic, I prepare sermon. So I have sermons that I prepared that I've never preached. Anytime I see a topic, I say, what will I preach if I'm the guest minister? I'll prepare sermon. So when I see a topic of a program, I imagine I'm the one they invited. I'll prepare a sermon on that program. So then in case I go there and the guest minister didn't show up, I say, share about 10 minutes. I say, oh, okay. So I prepared the sermon that night and I was there. The next morning I went there to a court and nobody knows me, nobody. And I was worshiping on the floor, lying down, soaked in worship. And they came, you know LG, he came to tap me. Hello sir, God bless you sir. I said, yes sir. You are the one preaching after the worship. I said, me? He said, yes. Pastor said we should tell you you are the preacher. He said, ha ha, because they calm down, let's pretend. When I was standing up to go, he said, wait, Pastor Kunle Ajayi will blow sax to welcome you, to usher you in. I said, me? Pastor Kunle Ajayi blow sax to usher me in. That was the day God confirmed to me that He called me. So when Pastor Kunle Ajayi ministered, he finished. I just got there. I looked at his leg. Where did he stay? I said, worship God, begin to worship God. So I said, client. They were worship God, worship God, worship God, worship. Me, I was collecting something. After the sermon, I went to greet Pastor Leke. Thank you, sir. He said, God bless you, sir. We are starting a church here next week Sunday. You are the pastor. That's how I started my ministry on the island. Me that was going back to Itaonio. That was how we started the first Living Sea Church in RCCG. November 13. I finished service on Friday. I entered ministry on Sunday. Not by application, by walking into conversation, by entering into a conversation that they didn't invite me for. See, the doors of many opportunities, the doors of right place, right time, is that you enter into a place where they are thinking about you.